Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing a brand new boutique cigar from Ileana Grabe, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Ileana. This is the Hurdler, and this comes in one size currently, 6 by 58. There is your density. Very large range cigar, medium brown, made by Karen Berger and Don Kiki of Don Kiki Cigars in Esteli, Nicaragua. Ileana made this cigar for her two loves. She loves cigars and she loves horses. If you notice on the band, that is a horse, and part of the proceeds of this go to a organization to help with abandoned horses. It's all Nicaraguan. It's really all I know as far as the content of the cigar. And it is possible that it will come in other sizes down the road, but they're starting off with this size initially. When Ileana was a child, her grandfather would tend his tobacco fields in Cuba, and she would tend to her horses. So that was the tie-in there. So that is the long and the short of it. So let's get right to it. The new Hurdler from Ileana Grabe. Okie doke. Let's give it a clip. I want to say one thing. This is the only sample I have or have had. So this will be a first impression review. Everything you hear will be my initial thoughts. The draw is effortless. I'm getting several flavors here initially. There is a citrus note. There is also a caramel note. There is quite a bit of coffee notes and a touch of brown sugar. It's black pepper at about an 8, so it's pretty good. So that's sort of how it's starting. You really get that mix, and it's really pretty even. So that's how we're starting. Let's see where we go with the new Hurdler from here. I'm about an inch in. And for a Nicaraguan cigar, this does not have your typical power. I would call it mild to medium to begin with here. The flavors I've given you are a lower key registry of those flavors. By that I mean they're not jumping out and they're not overpowering. It is a nice mild to medium citrus, caramel, brown sugar, coffee mix. The finish has a lot of aspects of actually roasted almonds and caramel mixed, with a little lingering black pepper, but not a lot. So it's shaping up to be one of the milder Nicaraguans I've had. Nice flavors. I'm hoping they actually elevate a little bit, make it very nice. I'm about 2 inches in, and I really wanted to show you that burns, very good burn, very nice, mostly salt, some dashes of pepper, color, ash. The intensity has picked up somewhat on the sweeter flavors. They're a little more elevated now. You have a lot of the caramel aspects. It's the lead flavor. There are also a little bit of the dry almonds that I mentioned, roasted almonds on the front end. The other flavors are still in play, but by far the roasted almonds and the caramel are the lead flavor. I would still call it mild to medium. The finish is unchanged. Everything else is the same. So two things coming back. I want to show you the pretty ash and mention the caramel elevations. And the addition of the roasted almonds on the front end. Here at close to the midpoint, and the ash is still intact. That's impressive. There it is. Now, just when I thought things were going to stay the same, the citrus notes and brown sugar notes got elevated, knocking the caramel and the almond notes down a notch, and with the coffee at the base. So that's a nice change. I would rather have the citrus and brown sugar notes a little more forward, and they are now. So at the midpoint, I could state that. I do not know how long this ash will hold intact, and I hope it doesn't fall in my lap. But I'm going to let it go and see what happens. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. All right. The good and the bad. It really has good flavors. I like the citrus, I like the caramel, I like the brown sugar, even like the roasted almonds. There is, at times, a touch of butteriness here and there. The pepper was pretty good on the front end. The flavors are good. Now, the negatives are you get just over right at 1 hour out of this large cigar, so it will burn quite quickly. It is mild to medium. It may have hit medium at the end. That's as high as I can get it to go. The intensity of the flavors is not quite there where I want it to be. They're nice flavors, but I would like them to be a little more overblown. And that's pretty much it. So you have to balance it out. Sometimes you don't always want an overpowering cigar, and this might be a good alternative to that. It has nice flavors, but it would not in any way, you don't get any big Lajero buzz out of it. So I want to say it's mild to medium for the most part. Been a good cigar. It burned a little too quick. Well worth trying. For me, I'm rating it 89. Very good cigar. Don Kiki Cigars has these. I'll give you a few other places to check. On the blog, I'll list them out. Ileana gave me some places. They are starting to branch out a little bit, but this is her first attempt at the cigar, and it's a pretty good first attempt. Karen Berger did a good job for her. So there you have it, the new Hurdler from Ileana Grave. Again, I hope I pronounced that correctly. 89.